Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Friday, November 28th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm about to go on what you call it when you go out into the field as a journalist. I'm not a journalist, but I'm playing one today. And the reason for that is, first, let me say this. Before I go any further, this is a warning. I have some new subscribers, right? And y'all might have saw a video pop up on your new feed and you liked it or whatever, and then you subscribe to my channel, but you're not knowing what to expect. So I'm here to warn you. I see some of y'all done caught on and you unsubscribe, and I'm losing some subscribers, but I'm fair with it. I don't want you to waste your time. I'm not in it for subscribers. I couldn't care less. As long as I got some loyal people that rock with me, I ain't got to have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. As long as I got some real folks rocking with me, I don't care how many it is. I'd rather have one real person with me than a million fake ones. That's always been what I stood by and always will be. Give me one lion over a million sheep, and I'll be good. So some people are running off, and I know that the numbers go down. I look at it every now and then. I'm like, damn, I don't know about 50 subscribers. I'm like, oh, Democrats. And so I'm letting y'all know ahead of time, if you just recently subscribed today, yesterday, or whatever, I'm an independent when it comes to politics. I'm a former Democrat. So therefore, I feel betrayed by the Democrat Party because that's who I had my loyalty to. So I go extra hard on them, harder than I go on the Republicans, because I never was a Republican. So I don't feel like they owe me that. But for somebody, when you feel like somebody owe you something, you have a special hatred for them when they don't pay you back. You feel me? Somebody who didn't borrow your money, who you didn't do favors for, somebody you didn't help, it don't bother you if they don't help you. But when it's somebody you didn't help, somebody you didn't loan your money to, somebody you didn't support and did favors to, it bothers you when they turn their back on you, right? So that's why I don't like, people like, why you go so hard on the Democrats? That's why. My loyalty was pledged to the Democrats. So when I learned the truth about them, or when I accepted the truth, it built up an animosity to me towards them. I don't love Republicans either, don't care nothing about them. But I knew all along this was Republican Party ain't never been down, this ain't the old Republican Party from back in the day. I know that too. So I ain't got no love for the Republican Party either. I said independent with a special dislike, disdain for the Democrats for turning their back on me and my people. Now I'm trying to get my people, black folks, to wake up and realize they're not our friend. That's my mission right now. On some of my videos, all my videos are not politics, but the political one's gonna be anti-Democrat like this one. So warning, here's another Democrat bashing video. But I don't bash the Democrats with lies. I hit them with truth and facts about who they really are and what they're really doing. So if you're a Democrat, you're a new subscriber, this probably you ain't gonna like it here. Come back every now and then, there's gonna be some videos that you might like. But when it comes to politics and you're a Democrat, you love that Democrat and that damn Trump, this ain't the place for you. You might as well follow them other folks on up out of here, that unsubscribing or whatever. I ain't mad at you. I ain't worried about it, and I'm gonna keep right on chugging. So now let's get on to this topic. First, let me tell you this. I'm gonna go out after this video, not this one, with the next video, about them damn Democrats again. My people, following behind the white liberals, have decided on today, Black Friday, that they're going to boycott and protest. They ain't going to, because of DEI rollbacks and this, that, and they still on that dump, So they said they ain't spending no money today. We gonna shut it down. So I'm gonna go on. What you call it when the journalists go out in the field? I'm gonna go on the scene or however y'all know what I'm talking about. You'll see. Today is Black Friday. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go by the malls and different shopping places on this Black Friday and see if they're empty. Cause they say they boycott, they ain't buying nothing. So when I want to go out to this mall and I don't want to see no black folks. I don't want to see no black people in Walmart. Well, ain't no Amazon here. You have to order online with Amazon. But again, I don't want to see no black folks out here shopping. And I say black because I know 9 times out of 10, if you're black, you're a Democrat. I don't want to see, I'm going to film you. So y'all be on the lookout for my next video after this. I'm going to head out here and see if I see any of these folks out here shopping, or is the mall empty on Black Friday? And is Walmart empty? If I ain't too late, I might get that too late. I don't know. But we finna see. But that's not what this topic is about. Hold on.
Fresh shit is this.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
It's a fucking lie. New York City was not built by immigrants. They can want that to be the truth all fucking day, but it is not. New York City, formerly known as New Amsterdam, was built by our enslaved ancestors. Immigrants didn't have a fucking thing to do with it. That was our ancestors. Flesh and blood. Being spilled. To build these goddamn colonizers their new world. Our people did it. As a matter of fact, New Amsterdam had the highest population of enslaved people out of any other colony in the North. The fucking highest. By the 1800s, 1 in every 5 New Yorkers that you came in contact with was an enslaved African. Right down at the East River, Wall Street. At the East River. That's where they marched our fucking ancestors up on the goddamn blocks, and they sold our ancestors. Our ancestors were the chief fucking commodity in their goddamn stock exchange. Our ancestors set the fucking market. And this just goes to show you right here, no matter how progressive the space you're in, how progressive the fucker that's talking thinks he is, racism is still alive and well. And this is the thank you Mamdani is giving Black New Yorkers and African immigrants in New York City. Because it was our people that pulled his ass across the fucking finish line. It wasn't no fucking immigrants.
That's what you voted for.
Black Americans and African immigrants. And our blood is not the default to spill in this goddamn country or this world. I suggest you all not let him fucking forget this. Because just as easy as it rolled off his goddamn tongue, baby, we are a fucking afterthought. He's done too goddamn much. I'm starting not to fucking like the guy. Black folks in New York, you stand your fucking ground.
Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. What they love to use on Trump supporters. 1, or 2, or 3. That's what you voted for. Black peoples. Y'all help that son bitch get elected. Sound like she regretting it. She's starting not to like him, but you voted for him. That's what you voted for. I've been trying to tell you fools. Don't want to listen. Didn't give one shout out to black people. He talking about some goddamn immigrants. He ain't talking about the African slaves. He talking about Akbar and them, his folks, him, being led by immigrants. He talking about him and his kind. And these illegals running across the border. That's who he's shouting out. And y'all ran y'all black ass down there and voted for that dude because he said he gonna give you something free. We love free stuff. Again, ladies and gentlemen, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what you voted for. Now you're an afterthought. He ain't thinking about your ass. Right up in the White House with Trump, smiling and shucking and jiving, all that talk. In the White House with Trump. Because all he got to do was say, all he got to do is say, I can't stand Trump. Oh, you got my vote? Dumbass. That's what you voted for. Now y'all pissed. All that big talk against Trump, and now he up in there kissing Trump's ass. That's what you voted for. But wait, there's more.
Respectfully, Senator, what the hell are you doing? Looking into the camera and telling military men and women to ignore the commander-in-chief. How dare you? How dare you do that? That's right, I'm calling out. I never served in the military. That's true. I have family members who did. Some of my best friends have. Marines, Air Force, Navy, Army. I haven't heard one of them, not one of them, say that was okay. How dare you do that? Is it treason? No. Is it punishable by death? It shouldn't be. So the answer is no. But you know better, Senator Kelly. You know better. How dare you do that? What are you supposed to do? You're a ranking senator. You can go to the Senate. You can go to the House. You can draw up paperwork. You can try to start articles of impeachment if you think there's something illegal. I mean, damn, it ain't like y'all haven't done it before. You impeached the man twice. Where'd that get you? Got us behind back in the White House. Had you left them alone since 2020, maybe he wouldn't be back terrorizing the Democratic Party the way that he is. But you did it. You did it. And here you are again with this nonsense. How dare you do that? I'm not a military person, and I know better than that. You don't tell military men and women to ignore an order from the commander-in-chief. You don't do that. Is it going to amount to what Trump tried to embellish and indicate? No. But that don't make you right. How dare you do that? He's the commander-in-chief for the United States military. Period. You have no business doing that. None. And by the way, the biggest reason is because what was illegal? You didn't tell us what it was. What laws? Why did I bring up A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise and Kiefer Sutherland in that sequence and Kevin Bacon? Why did I bring it up? Because the mere thought of you even implying that a military officer is engaging in some type of salacious or illegal activity is trouble in the military, not the court of laws for civilians, the military. Senator Mark Kelly knows that. Trump is giving illegal orders. What are the illegal orders? How come you didn't tell us? Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Why do you think the investigation is going on? Why do you think Trump is all over Pete Hegseth, over the Department of War and the FBI with Kash Patel, and folks are looking into and probing what's going on and how can they get to Mark Kelly? Because they know he did something wrong. You crossed the damn line. You are an elected official of the nation's capital. We have a constitution. You got a problem, you go through the necessary process. Whether it's Akeem Jeffries in the House, whether it's Schumer in the Senate, or anybody else. That's the process you're supposed to go to. You don't go in front of the cameras and give military officer or military personnel a directive to ignore their commander-in-chief, and you've given no evidence what his illegal orders were. And if you try to sit up there and say, oh, it was just alluding to a future reference to future situations, oh, so he's going to give you an illegal order in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, that flies over the airwaves of Sirius XM or one of these news networks or something like that. It does not apply in our military. You can't do that. Respectfully, Senator.
This is why I don't rock with Democrats at all. And if every Democrat I have that unsubscribe, I could care less. If that knocked me down to half of my subscribers back under 100 again, I could care less if all y'all left. If you think like them fools. If you're not a rational thinking person, I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican, independent, whatever you are, gay, straight, I don't care. If you don't have rational thought going through your head, I don't care if you leave. Get out of here. I'm not here for numbers. I do this because I enjoy it. I love it. I love going back and forth with the people, giving my thoughts and opinions and views, and you can listen to them, you can like them, you can dislike them, whatever, but it's my thoughts and views. And I'm here to tell you, I don't rock with no foolishness like this. I'm military, ex-military. And I'm listening to these folks these are senators, telling our military to not obey orders from the commander-in-chief. And then they throw illegal orders. What orders? I'm going back and forth with friends, supposed to be friends of mine on Facebook with that same shit. They like parrots. They repeat what they hear. So I asked, what illegal orders are you talking about? What orders did he give that are illegal? That you telling the military, because I'm military. We have what you call a UMCJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. We already know that. So what are you trying to do? What seed are you trying to plant? By coming on live, telling folks, don't obey his orders. You don't, that's the UMCJ is what the main thing we learned through boot camp and throughout our military service. We gonna know them laws. We know we're sworn to uphold the Constitution of the United States. We know that. They drill that in our heads. We know that to follow an unlawful order. You ain't got to say that. You're trying to plant a seed to let them know don't follow none of his orders. Because he ain't right, he's the devil, he's the dictator, You want the military to rise up against the president. That's what you wanted. That's what you're really trying to do. You're trying to plant that seed of doubt. The way if he give any order, is this one illegal? Is this, you know what the hell an illegal order is, and he ain't gave now. As a matter of fact, he ain't gave no order. We ain't in no war. We don't have no military things going on right now. What order did he give? That's illegal or legal. What order did he give at all, other than the National Guard in Washington or whatever? Is that what you're talking about? Are you telling the National Guard to ignore the commander-in-chief when he tells them to go to D.C.? Is that what you're saying? The Democrat Party is the enemy of America. They want America to fall. They want it to be scrapped the way it is and become a socialist. They want to start over. They don't like America the way it is. They want America to be socialist. 100% socialist or communist. They don't like democracy. They don't like the freedom we have. They want government to run everything. And y'all can't see that. And I feel bad for you. I don't F with you, but I feel bad for you. If America is attacked right now, we don't stand a chance in hell of winning. The Democrat Party, as we know it today, when I was a Democrat in my teens, my first time voting 18 and in the military or whatever, this ain't the Democrat Party that was back there. This ain't the Bill Clinton Democrat Party. This ain't the Jimmy Carter Democrat Party. I say when Obama hit, and the progressive bullshit, once upon a time, whether you had Republican or Democrat, either way, both parties were pro-America. I can say that. I remember a time when the Democrat Party was okay. The Republican Party was okay. Nowadays, it ain't like that. The Democrat Party ain't the same, and the Republican Party, them parties ain't no, they bad too. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a lifelong Republican, lifelong Democrat, these are not the same parties that we grew up with. Even in the Republican Party, you got a term now called rhino. They're just Republican in name only. They don't stand on Republican principles. They don't stand on conservative principles. So this is not the same Republican Party either. And it's damn sure not the same Democrat Party. I don't know who these clowns are. And my people are so stuck on the old days. You think it's still like that, you ain't paying attention. I went out the other night, saw a good friend of mine, Marty, high school classmate, good friend, Marty Starks. What up, Marty? You be watching, I appreciate you. And we was talking, and he's still a Democrat. But he understands and know, but he's not a liberal. We were joking about the liberal term. He's a Democrat, and he agree with a lot of what I say. He's the Democrat that I used to be, the type. When the Democrat Party was for the poor people. There was once upon a time when the Democrat was for the poor people, the disadvantaged, black people, anti-discrimination. The Democrat Party was that at one time. They're not anymore. They're on that weird shit. The progressive movement took over the Democrat Party. Now they with all that men and women sports board and stuff that ain't got nothing to do with making America better. Y'all gonna wake up. But I hope it ain't too late when you do. Because again, if we attack right now, you have Democrats like that Kelly dude, Mark Kelly, telling the soldiers don't listen to Trump. Then we'll be getting all that tore up. Only thing that will save America is the conservative citizen that believe in having the Second Amendment, love America still. We'll have to fight for this nation because our military going to be in shambles, divided between Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, all that bullshit, and Russia and whoever be invading the hell out of us. It's going to take people like me, American citizens. That's why don't get rid of your firepower. As a matter of fact, increase it. We're going to need it. Because we've been infiltrated. We got some Benedict Arnolds amongst us. Is that all Democrats? No. Because most black people, they don't even know what the Democrat Party stands for nowadays. They're just Democrat from back in the day. Like I was telling Marty, you ain't for no men being in women's sports. He's like, no. But that's what your party is fighting for. Marty Stark, we were talking the other night, Wednesday night. He's still a Democrat. And I was like, man, I'm an independent. There's a lot of stuff the Democrats stand for, Marty. You know you ain't down with that shit either. Are you for men participating in women's sports? Are you for biological men going in the women's bathroom because they identify as a woman? Are you okay with that? He was like, no. But your party is who you support and vote for. That's the agenda. That's the legislation they pushing. Stuff that you ain't even in agreement with. But you vote for them anyway. Most black people don't know what the Democrat platform is nowadays. They still thinking about the old days, 40 years ago. Thinking that's what they still voting for when they vote Democrat. No, you're not. Them people are pushing agendas that you don't even agree with, and you still vote for them because you don't keep up. You don't pay attention. You just go along with sound bites on TV. And Trump the devil. Oh, but I'm coming for your heads. Get it, got it good. Bye.